All right, Trolley. Neighborhood of make-believe.
Good morning. I'm here.
Check one. Jamming on the one. Jamming on the one. All right, let's hear it for Theo Huxtable. Wait, what am I talking about? What am I got? Where are we? Whose house are we in? I got it. Wait, I got it. There we are. We're right here. Thank you. I'm trying to sell everything by wrinkling my nose like Bewitched, but it's not working. Oh, you be silent, you. All right, so thank you for joining us today.
You blew it!
I did not, Adam Sandler. How dare you? We were going to talk about one thing, but then we were like, let's not talk about that one thing. So now we're talking about just nothing. About how customer service is your number one friend. But what we were going to talk about was much more exciting, but it didn't move anybody. It didn't make anything better for anybody.
I like Axe Monkey was saying that the eBay Open so far appears to be a dumpster fire.
We can't, or didn't.
Pre-recorded.
Nope, not gonna watch it.
Not live, maybe.
Not gonna do it.
She said the chat is hilarious.
I imagine it is. But was it pre-recorded though? I mean, it has to be pre-recorded because they're gonna, I don't know, I feel like they would just get razzed, or unless they're just doing it live in front of an empty room. But no, we didn't watch it. I'm signed up. I probably
yeah, Amy, are you watching?
Honestly,
the
I forgot
Open?
about it. I forgot to watch it.
Well, Callie Dabs, aloha.
What are you waiting for?
Jay's
Christmas?
Great Reseller Life, which his Pee-wee card is up on his
Pee-wee. Everybody go get
eBay.
Pee-wee. Oh, that's a good point. Everybody's got to go get Pee-wee.
To the readoption.
Are you sure?
Agency.com. No, readoption.
You
right?
gotta know what you're saying.
Isn't it readoption?
Urban Repicker.
Oh gosh.
See,
Curious
you're
Collection. Aloha.
You're not doing the promotion game right.
I know.
If you don't know.
Good thing nobody pays us for promotions because I'd get it all wrong.
I gotta log in with
Texas
the Lions.
Bandit Bearded, aloha. We
Come
watched
on
you
now.
today. WTF, aloha. Tomorrow's your vacation, right? Record Crate, hey, aloha.
And you didn't tell us where you're going on vacation, so we can all come join you. Is it in Turkey? Because I know it is. I'm gonna come
Mike
to Turkey
Gerdes,
to
hey,
you.
good afternoon,
I'm actually not
aloha.
going to Turkey, but you could be. I'm looking for readoption. I just have to make sure, James. You always say it. I know these words, but which is the actual thing? I think Urban Picker, but now see, I get everything mixed up.
Well, why are you in Cryptic Cowboy?
Why are you embarrassing me in front of company? How dare you?
Crypto Cowboy.
Don't look at Clipto Cowboy. Okay, adoptionagency.com. I expect no. I don't need any help. I'm gonna find this on my own. I'm a big boy. I got to work on this. But as far as our title goes, what I was saying was like, hey, I'm gonna challenge you all to be so nice and be nice to all your customers and see if you make more money. Because I'll tell you what, you will. You'll build a client base and you'll have returning customers. Unless you're selling stuff that it doesn't develop a buyer-seller relationship.
Redoption agency.
I know, but I don't know how to find it on the thing.
Yeah, James, that's weird. We're typing it in. He's saying redoption agency.
I know it is, but why? Okay, so I'm gonna
Right. So the Pee-wee card is up
Adoption
there. Oh, he looks so cute.
So no. So what is it? What is the actual store? That's what I need to know. That's what I'm going.
I
It's
don't.
not
He's
working.
saying redoption agency.
It's not coming up that way. Oh, because this is SCH. I have to be an STR. So I'm trying to do it the hard way. That's my fault. Say something until I'm done doing this part, which could take a really long time.
Oh wait, Texas Banda is saying the.
No, I got it. I got it, everybody. I got it.
Oh, show them.
It's Redoption Agency
Ooh, really?
on the eBay. Okay, let me see if I can get us.
Thanks, Amy. She said you
Oink.
guys look great. Hope you're doing well. We are. I hope you are too.
We're doing good. We're doing the good.
It's a little chilly. It's
Good and
like
well.
low 60s today, which I was just thinking how, when we're coming out of.
RedoptionAgency.com.
Yes. And show the Pee-wee card.
What's going on, fellow humans and resellers?
I'm trying. I have a lot of buttons to press. Here it is.
Oh, look at that little guy, little big guy. Look at his tail. It's
Pee-wee.
so cute.
This is the fam edition. Did you see him yesterday with his legs going around the lamp? I was like, if he gets up quick, the whole
Can I
room
see
is coming down with him.
the back of the card?
Thank you for asking so nicely, but I didn't hear please. Did I do it? Yeah, I did it.
Oh.
His birthday is June 1st, 2002. Diagnosed with epilepsy. Loves
Aw,
to
thanks,
lick
James.
squeak his balls. That's
And-
Pee-wee.
I'm not sure if
Better make sure.
if James,
Allegedly.
if James
Say
is-
allegedly if you're not sure.
ended up doing it or not. But I know when he was talking about it, he originally talking about the card. He was saying that maybe he would have Pee-wee stamp the cards with his paw.
Let's
print.
go shopping on James's site. Let's go shopping at Redoption Agency. Vintage and discounted. Look at him. I always love this.
I
Where he's
know.
like crawling out of the hole.
Yeah, that is such a great.
Clever. And only 58,906 items listed.
That's so crazy. And how it looks good.
Look at that beard is here. Texas Picker is here. W2F is here. I know you said hi to everybody. I was saying hi to everybody. Get this record credit. Next monkey. Kelly Jen, James, Kira's Collection, Will, and or Cinnamon. Mike Gertis is here. Amy is here. And everybody else is here. So cute. Pee-wee is so cute.
Hey, you can go bag.
I can go bag?
Bag.
What kind of bag?
You can go bag. Regatta.
Crinkle bag? How do you do it? Okay, we're back. So, I'm just, I like to vibe off of everybody else's lives and how people are talking about packaging. Don't be a.
I liked Beard's thumbnail
Don't be a D.
today. It was like a cat litter box or something.
My packaging, however, does not suck. So he was not talking to me. And it was like, sweep right over my head, and it hit to somebody else behind me who has lame packaging. Like the guy who sent us the camera in white paper.
Yeah, you know what I
8.5 by 11
actually.
paper glued together with tape. It was a ball.
Yeah, he actually taped it over a reused priority mailbox. I just took it apart.
It was only
yesterday.
half of one, though.
Yeah, it was half of one. The
I
end
didn't
was
understand
cut.
that.
So he was covering up the priority mail.
If that stuff wasn't so cheap, $20, and then that included shipping. If it wasn't so cheap, I would have stankerized him. Meaning, I would have either contacted him. I just don't leave nasty feedback.
Hey, Biff, aloha.
Biff is here. He's in the house. He's ready to party. Biff, are you? How's your moonlighting going? Has it evened back out
Have
so
you
that
been
you're
able
not
to put in some good
holding
time?
down the whole fort?
Put in some good time on eBay this week.
The whole fort. I think like a lot of us, it's like when I look forward to this. Oh, what did I hear? Oh, on Beard Show, I saw Harbor's Hope saying, and he put in I don't think the question got answered in the chat, but I wasn't listening like fully all the time. Sorry, but just making an admission.
That's
here.
what we all do.
Allegedly. But he was asking, what is your your golden parachute plan, and I can't remember what the other.
Retirement.
You had two questions.
Oh, it was
I can't
like,
remember.
who should I be watching? Who should I be watching?
On
I'm
YouTube for
I'm-
ideas.
Yeah, I'm not a
mhm,
full-time eBayer, and I'm not into.
It's down on his hours. Good.
And I think he said he, not really into like the stuff that's like talking numbers or talking too much.
Are you
crap
scared of
about
your dog?
eBay.
Is he turning into a monster? Pokey, are you a monster?
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you just monster out and you're monsteroni?
But
What did you say?
oh,
Can you repeat
Viv said
everything
he's working
from-
less.
From this morning at 12 midnight on. Thank you. Pitmaster of Stuff is back subbing with all my channels. Thank you.
Nice. Oh,
Hugging
thank
with
you.
all. Hugging back with all.
Yeah, which I'm sure if you guys watch James frequently or look at his community post, he has how many
Well, he's got
channels now?
Urban Picker
Or,
channel and Pimpmaster of Stuff.
The Great Reseller Life.
So he's got those three. So everybody go check those three channels out and sub because he's putting different stuff on. He's moving around. He's like way advanced YouTube than we are. We're still in the just yapping at the screen phase where we've made a couple of videos. But it would be the problem with the lives, and it's not really a problem necessarily if you set the time aside. But Aloha, work with me.
Oh, okay, that's the fourth one.
That's 4. We still welcome you as though you're your own
So
person.
nice to see you.
Yeah,
work
it's
with
lovely.
me.
What was I saying?
The lives.
I'm thinking about all the fun Halloween movies I have to watch as soon as this live is over.
Frankly, I don't know how you do it, James.
The lives or him?
No, just how he has 4 channels.
He does it.
60,000
so here's the
items
deal:
on
is that
eBay.
well, here's one of the deals: is that you don't have to do it at 1 o'clock exactly. You can do it anytime. Say you wake up in the morning early, or you can fit editing in throughout the day. But editing takes so much. So what he does is the cool thing, which is you just record yourself live, and then you just recorded it.
Oh, like while you're doing your work.
But you could
record
do
yourself.
that anytime and then put it on in a nearly hour-long video. But it's not live, but it's sort of live, and he's answering yesterday's questions, which is
I've always liked
keeps
that.
it good. I don't
I've
know.
always liked that.
I'm looking at that as an option to because it's just too hard to do everything.
Is there much
So.
of packaging? Remember, I always used to be like,
I don't hear so much. I don't hear the tape all the time
I
anymore.
know, James.
What's up with that? Because probably there's so much
Hey,
packaging
Dent
going
Decor,
on.
aloha.
Dent Decor's here.
Oh, dude, yeah. My first 0 eBay day in months yesterday. Same here, right? Yeah, same with us.
I don't know. I don't care. eBay can get a heck. Well, that was about. So our second thing that we're not going to talk about today, because we're just going to keep it light and airy and positive. And I think one of our longtime superhero viewers, Patricia, I think it was Patricia or somebody, forwarded me this video, and now I'm not going to be able to find it. What is it? How do I find it? And
X Monkey, I'm turning eBay open off. I'll learn more from reading the back of a cereal box.
So it's about the question. The question is, eBay changed last year, and it changed. So then, without going down too much of a rabbit hole, there is a situation that exists that is very well sort of defined in this video. And I was like, I wonder if my lovely wife would sit down for 18 minutes and watch this that will really express it. It says where a problem could exist in why eBay has changed or hasn't or has or why they've made decisions they have. And it's a really just, it's high finance nonsense, but it's very interesting.
It's the investors.
That's an oversimplification. So it's the...
Well, you're not really getting to
I
it.
know, because I'm trying to draw it out. And you're like, hey, everybody. Hold on, I got to get the right one.
Donnie, you're out of your element.
And you're like, hey, look at this. No, this is very important that you don't look at this because it's going to take all of your time away from being nice on eBay.
Well, then you're just going to go, stupid eBay.
No, so hold on, I got to find it then.
You're
How do I
gonna
find it?
just
How do I
say
find it?
even
Quick.
more.
I didn't have it prepared.
Look in your view.
Do you know how long that's
your
going
view
to take?
history.
Do you know how many videos I have to go through to look at all my watched videos. They're endless. And then there's all the Figueroa Street, which, by the way, I do think was a setup at this point.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
setup.
don't go there.
Don't go there.
Please don't talk about that. So it was yesterday, and it was... You were right? It was yesterday I watched that, right?
And it was a smart young woman, which she loves to... That's who she wants to be told stuff by.
Wow, you watch a ton
I
of
told
YouTube.
you. Look, there's Josh with his photocopy scam got me again.
Oh, yeah. And I noticed on Josh's...
There's some mod and pop
Josh's YouTube
Look at this Queen City Picker. I have proof I watch
There's
everybody.
like a link you can tap and it brings you to some items he has for sale.
Do you see this stupid video yet?
I mean, there it is. Stop.
Where?
Right there.
Okay, I got it. Okay, so here's the video. So I'm gonna play just the beginning because I think it's worth it, and I think everybody knows it, and Basket Noodle knows it, and Nash knows it, and a couple of you other people really know it. But I think it answers the question why when there doesn't seem to be an answer, and this is the answer, but it's a rabbit hole. So let's just look at it and see. Let's go down this rabbit hole together, shall we? Hold my hand.
Hold on.
Economic expansion.
Oops.
Stay with me.
Why did it jump ahead?
I'm standing in front of the headquarters of a company that manages $10.6 trillion. That's more than half the United States GDP. Last time, I covered the shady consulting group McKinsey, and you guys asked for one thing.
BlackRock.
So here we are. BlackRock is the
Is this
subject
enough of BlackRock?
a lot
Is everybody sick of
speculation
BlackRock
online.
yet?
There is a robot that controls more wealth than any country on earth.
Really, the commander-in-chief is Larry Fink.
They have stock in 95%.
So it's not political. I promise it isn't, but it sort
Not
of
at all.
It
It's
edges on it,
not.
but it's just not. And so this young lady, this BlackRock, the conspiracies you don't know, not really conspiracies. It just gives you a primer on how the top three asset investment companies are doing a circle back rub, and they're all invested in all companies in the U.S., and then they're all invested in each other's companies, and that's Vanguard, BlackRock, and whatever. And that they're basically, the bottom line is they don't care if you win. So they're no longer care if we succeed as eBay. It's because they're invested in eBay and Etsy and everybody. So they're just...
Well, they were even saying in this video, like when these three big companies...
Allegedly.
They invest in, the example was like Lululemon, Nike, Adidas. Well, when one of those three, Lululemon, Nike, or Adidas, doesn't do well, they don't care because they have their money spread out amongst all of them, and likely if one is doing bad, the other's doing
Enough.
okay.
That's all we're going to talk about it. BlackRock, the conspiracies you don't know. It's really not a conspiracy. It's just a good primer on asset managers and how our brand new system...
BlackRock alone has 8.45% of eBay stock.
You love to say numbers, don't you?
And
Vanguard
that gives
has
them a
11.
lot of power. Mm-hmm.
Well, they're all three of them are the biggest stockholders, and basically all their interest is to make sure that eBay makes 2%. So they don't want you to make too much money. But anyway, with all that said, doom and gloom. We're never gonna make it out of this alive anyway.
Well, right.
So now back to the program, regularly scheduled program
eBay
of not talking about this crap.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks.
You brought it up. Get out of there. Pokey could tell that was our Tiki song.
I made that myself. Hi, Pokes, remember? He is. Look, he's all activated. I'm sorry if we annoyed you with that, but Spam wanted you to see that, and it was a birthday, so I had to show you.
I wanted?
That's right. No. It's a true circular nonsense economy, and we're all stuck in the middle of it, and we got ramrodded with it last April or June. So now the thing is how to survive in it. So I just wanted to put to bed all the all the conspiracies in the world are now put to bed. Thank you. You're welcome.
Well, and then that comes down to what
I love Izzy. Yes.
like Beard, John, and Josh are saying is just worry about what we can control, which what we can control is our customer service that we provide to our
Nice
customers.
tie back. I love
Yes.
that. You just tied that up with a little bow.
Primo Kimo's conspiracy corner. We're not. I mean, that's just
I know. She
common
wanted everyone.
knowledge.
Well, I've been trying to tell her that for a long time, and also not to mention Patricia and others, Jack and stuff. I mean, this information was offered years ago that we just, I saw it, but I was able to get her to see it, and it's more fun when we can both.
I've heard
all
about BlackRock,
same
but
page.
I just never listened to anyone that was talking to me about it. I just was like, oh, I don't need to hear that. But then this came up and I watched it and I was like, oh, now it makes sense to me. Thank
I was
you.
playing before the show. I was playing this
Texas
whole thing.
Bandit,
with,
do you have
I
any
was like,
Izzy tunes?
I was going like this, and I was going.
Beam, 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 beam.
Flipping easy.
High five for everybody.
Stay perky.
Poo-poo platter.
Beard is saying I was derailing the show.
I'm Mr. Meeseeks. Look at me.
I did a 2.5 hour, 2 hour and 48 minute members only live yesterday. We talked about vinyl. We looked through this single cube of vinyl right here, which is so this vinyl back
my
here.
microphone's in the way.
Yeah,
This
this one right here. This from this point
This
over to this
one.
point.
With the lips.
Inclusive of the lips. Yeah, in that box right there. And those are my own. The way I arrange this is by 80s music or things that I call 80s, and so that's my private collection. Then I have boxes and boxes of records which don't fit in my private collection, but we're gonna sell my private collection because we're gonna sell all records, and that's what's Beard saying? Good afternoon to James.
He
He's like,
he
"A
forgot
Jama
the S. He forgot the S.
Jama. So on our next members video, we'll go through box 2. That took me 2 hours, 2 and 48 minutes, 2 hours and 48 minutes to go through that.
No, you did stuff before. That was toward the end, right? Yeah.
I don't know. What do we know anyway? We just do eBay, and then talk about it a little bit. I do think that we've been working so hard that we're losing time. So we don't have time to do anything good. Your country western collection?
No, we don't really have that.
You don't know what we got.
There's some mixed in there, probably.
I can't die yet because she has no idea how to do this business quite yet or what we have. So I want to go someday. Not
Dead
soon.
Korg picked up some Anthrax. The
You
music,
no,
not the powder.
they have a treatment. Oh, okay. Do I have? Yes, of course I have a country western collection. I have some 1950s. I've got some
Miss
some
Lachey.
Vaughn.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Oh, that's so cute. DJ Primo and Spin Master Swim. I like that.
Hold on, I'm trying to get to the horns. I'll turn it down a little bit.
Major win. Dog and Rail. Aloha. Motorcycle Dork. Hey.
Aloha. Are you both watching?
Yeah, thanks. He needs to make sure there's at least one Josh in here.
Aloha, guys. Welcome. We've been talking about a whole bunch of nothing, really. We were talking about a little bit of Conspiracy Corner about BlackRock and why, it's no surprise that eBay sucks.
But
that's irrelevant to the fact that it ain't changing. So let's figure out how to work it. Country and Western.
Major Win is happy to report that more
Yeah, I've got
magical
all that.
innovations are on the way. So I'm guessing that you were looking at the eBay Open.
Have they delivered the first batch of magical innovations, may I ask? Thank you.
Right. Jen's like, do those innovations result in sales?
Now, if List Perfectly can have an AI thing that actually works pretty good to where you're 80% of the way done after you scan items. I mean, certain items. eBay is introducing their AI for sports cards. Who care? Well, sorry, Ryan. I just wonder, and it is, what's wrong? Are your noises too loud?
No, all is fine.
I just wonder the percentage of volume of traffic that sports cards are versus everybody else on eBay, and why certain sections, like, I mean, I understand that it was hot, like and they bought golden and everything, and that took like years to kind of produce that thing, but our card still is hot. I just don't know.
Yes, Josh. Major Win, Doug, and Roe, and my things are just all over the place. It's fine. No need to pay attention to me. Pay attention to your crew.
Put the hat on. It'll hold them. Better. That's how I hold mine on.
Yes, Josh. Doug is, Axe Monkey is, and just laughing at the magical innovations. Motorcycle Dork, I don't think I can handle more magical innovations. Somebody in the chat, Axe Monkey said someone in the chat was like, if I want magical, I'll go to Disney.
Somebody's at Disney. Who? 6x6 is at Disney right now. Ryan, being our resident sports guy, tell me, have you used the auto list feature where all you got to do is scan the cards and it does everything for you? And don't tell me you haven't, because you better have a Rollo printer too, because if you're still cutting out all your labels by hand and you're up 30%, your hand is going to get arthritis.
So
I'm not as cool. I can't have sideways hand.
Ryan, I don't know if you keep tabs on other card sellers on eBay, but Axe Monkey is saying that she noticed another big sports card guy, JMac, is gone from eBay.
I wonder if there was something happened, or if they went with a different, like he wasn't part of Golden, so he went with the other people who are now not on eBay. I don't know. Wonder. And I'm also curious not curious. I'm also really getting like kind of super psyched on Josh's journey right now, because what's happening is while he's learning this new stuff, it's rekindling my vision of what I thought. So way back in the day, like 14 years ago, I had websites and they did well, and I had Google ads on it, and that gave me like thousands of dollars a month in ads, not even before I even sold anything on it. And I was able to brand up and sort of smush the traffic around my website to eBay and eBay to my website. They would smush together, sort of making sales happen on both things and really building that brand up. And it gets me really excited to see that he's doing that again. And back then, I recalled that everything was so labor intensive to do website stuff and maintenance and to keep up with WordPress and WooCommerce and PHP versions and all this stuff that I dropped it all. So you can still go see oldschoolartifacts.com, but the store part of the site's not there anymore, just like the landing page, really. And now I'm like, well, I sit my butt behind a computer all day. Now I can just run websites and like do stuff and start driving traffic and everything. And that's the future, people. The future is branding yourself. And, well, I don't know if that's like how near future that is and how extensive it will become. But when I started doing e-commerce, it was already all about branding. So that's why I have Old School Artifacts, Junk Drawer, Empire. Modern Love was my furniture store. I've always been a brand junkie. Like, I love branding and fonts and logos and everything. And as long as you actually use that in coordination with doing business, it's really positive. And so I think what he's doing, it's just psyching me out. That's all I'm saying. I'm getting psyched. Not in a bad way. I mean, psyching me up, not out.
Josh was saying the migration is more difficult than site building, in my opinion. I can imagine that. I would think so, too.
I mean, migrating your items from place to place?
So.
Well, they have so many plugins and different things. Now, Josh, I don't know if you're ready for this, bud, but you can use something called something. So there's a lot of different ones, but there's a good AI. It's not just for code writing, but it's Trying to sort through all my data banks of information. Beep, 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 beep. I can't think. Let's see. Searching data. No. Can't think of it. So anyway, there's a couple of softwares out there that are AI that you can write code. So say you have a problem on your website, you can actually write your own Shopify snippet or your own WordPress piece or your own whatever without even asking a professional. But
Biff put
you
up
could
a
also screw your
site.
stuff up.
Biff put up a site this week. Just needs to work out one bug.
Nice. So everybody is looking at this and saying,
Josh is motivating.
Well, so here's what. So best practices would be that we've already had this done. But everybody puts all their eggs in the eBay basket, and I don't think there's one person out there who says that's a smart thing to do. You don't put all your eggs in one basket. Yet we have had our eggs in one basket for years and years.
Motorcycle Dork
and years
did his Shopify.
He did it a while ago, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that he was also he was doing a lot of advertising, and one of the things about starting up your own website is that if you were paying, generally speaking, when I did it before, it was all me putting ads on my site for stuff, spending about a month saying these ads are no good. So they would serve up the ads, and the only problem was they'd serve up some stupid ads that didn't go with my vibe. So you took about a month to sort that out, and then you started making money off the ads. And if there was any traffic being driven or paid for driving traffic from Google to my site, I never paid for it.
Here's the thing, though. I feel like it's really for, is it niche or niche?
It's both.
Yeah, okay. Because I always used to say niche, and then
well, it's niche in that respect.
Niche.
You should find a good niche, but then
that sounds weird.
You're in a niche.
Right. So I feel like the website, if you do have why do I say Spotify all the time? Shopify. It is more if you have a niche. You know?
Well,
so Motorcycle Dork has all the...
He's niched out.
He is, with his, you know, Harley Davidson. Josh is doing his stereo views.
Yeah, versus 10 years ago, for sure, Biff. I think that it's easier now, probably. But it broke all my sites when they switched from to PHP 8.0 or something. And that's when I stopped. I was just like, I'm not going to go in and redo everything. Blah, blah, blah. Niches get stitches. Oh, Biff is like, oh, turn that on its head. Niches get riches. That's right.
And Josh, Motorcycle Dork, was saying he still hasn't figured out the advertising on the site. Definitely something he wants to take time to figure out.
So you have to add, tell me if I'm wrong, anybody that knows anything, but you have to add, you got to get ads on your site. You got to put the ads on your site and make sure they're good ads so it doesn't look dumb, and put ads in the right place so your site doesn't look like it's all full of ads. But once you get ads in there, you get indexed. I don't know. I don't exactly know. It used to be called SEO.
He still has money tied up in
I do. I
Google
still have money
from the ads on his
10
website.
years ago is when I stopped. So 10 years ago, they sent me all the money in my account minus something.
$90
and then I had $90 in there. And you know how they don't send you, Google will not send you money unless it's over $100. So I have this $90 sitting in this AdSense account, and they won't mix it up with YouTube money. And I can't get the money out of this AdSense account unless my site generated another $10 to get it over the 100. And I haven't even done that yet, but it's sitting there.
Josh Galt, what do Kyle and Holly sell from HK Resale? They built
Hong Kong.
a great
Kyle and Holly.
Shopify site. What did I say? Kyle?
I don't know.
Kyle and Holly. I think they...
Not listening.
He said, I think they're generating 500 daily on Shopify and about 800 or so on eBay.
HK Resale. So are they doing it through... So they're doing it through Shopify. So there is cost with Shopify, but it doesn't matter. Is that HK Resell? Is this actually their HK Collectibles?
Oh,
No, this is
weird. It looks
Okay,
like
let's look at it.
it's
We're looking
like
at it. We're going to their thing.
It looks like it's some shipping company.
I feel like I'm gonna critique this a little bit. Am I gonna critique it? Should I critique it? Is that helpful?
So far, I think Josh's website looks a lot better. I just have to say.
Well, I'm a website critic, so a simple website is not necessarily gonna please me. It needs to be a functional, good website. So when I looked at their website, first off, I don't understand this picture.
It looks like a Costco or something.
I feel like I would.
Don't get a
Their
good
landing
feeling.
page is not vibing me up.
But they're making $500 a day.
Just because I said something doesn't mean jack.
And it looks.
Am I right?
and
Now I
it-
just turned into Wolfman Jack.
So this is insane. So this is not a niche, right?
this
It
new?
looks like they're
selling new products?
all sorts of stuff.
No, this is a used item store.
But they had like collectibles.
Those are used items, collectibles.
Oh, look,
Did you know that?
they have cassette tapes, books. So they do have all sorts of stuff. Okay, that's good to know.
There's their phone number. You can call them right there. You can log in. I wonder what's behind the login. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm wondering how they're the only critique I would have is the landing page does not tell me what is happening here. And unless I knew that's what I was looking at, I would say that I made a wrong turn in Albuquerque. Am I right?
Oh yeah, to me, I would think it's some supplier warehouse that I just landed on.
But with that set aside, yeah, it looks like a. You know, I might clean it up a little bit.
It's very similar to eBay's look. You know, when you go to this seller store.
Yeah, it's okay. I could think of a couple ways to clean it up, but it's there, it's happening, it's working, and I wouldn't mess with it for that. You want to talk to them?
No.
I could talk to them.
Stop.
Just say hi.
No, don't
Hi,
waste
we're
our time.
on YouTube right now. Josh said
Well,
to
good
stop by
for
and say hi.
them. I mean, that's awesome.
Anybody else? I'm not even kidding that I want to go see what some other people are doing on the internet.
Just
Josh, you need to do a Google Merchant Migration and product approval, then you can add ads.
You may know the answer to this, but can Shopify link to? Is there like a tree cat or whatever that links Shopify and eBay together?
So what Josh is using Lit right now, Lit Commerce. There's a lot of services. Now these cost money. So I don't know what they cost depending on what they cost. So the way Shopify started, it's just depends on who you want to use first and what you're using, but whoever you use first, Shopify kind of wanted to be a catalog company where you put all your items in there and then you shoot them out to sales channels. And so that's proper words. And every eBay's a sales channel. Well, look at Vendu right here. So Vendu's got the best like offerings as far as a cross-listing tool, but I don't know if their actual software is the best, so I'm not advocating them at all. But look at who they go to: eBay, whoever this is, Poshmark, Facebook Marketplace, Mercado,
Wait, it
Depop,
looked like
Etsy, whatnot, Shopify, K-Heart. I don't know what that is. Grailed and Vestair Collective.
Can you go back to the Google search? It looked like the Google Maps. It's just like someone's house.
Here's Vendu. Here's the Vendu
Where
headquarters.
is that, in India or something?
It's Vendu headquarters. It's Vendu. It's in some words I don't know where that is.
Huh. That's not really them.
So tell me more, people. Let's go. Lit Commerce's brain.
Big.
Okay, so that's how Josh is doing it. So you brain catalog would be that's so you got to have a one place where you put all your crap, and then you have other I think it's Shopify is one business, and then you've got these software that they write little plugins and stuff. Plugins, I guess is what they're called. And you buy them for different functionality that will make your Shopify site better and more bigger and better. And the best, in the biggest way, in the most sort of advantageous way to move your shit is to use these companies to push your items out to different sales channels. Now, it should be pretty easy in theory, and Shopify should have included it all, but I've been through, I would say, half a dozen eBay sales channel aggregator pusher-outers or whatever you want to call them, and they all have something wrong with them, but I think at this point, it's pretty much all sorted out. But now you got to pay $35 to Shopify. You got to pay $35, maybe $60, maybe $100 a month to Lit Commerce. Am I right? Because it's expensive. But you have to spend money to make money, especially when you're looking for velocity. Because if you're spending $300 or $400 a month on all the software, well, you got to be generating $4,000 a month, and then $400 seems like a pittance. Thank you. Or you could do it all yourself the hard way.
Did you read Beard's comment?
No.
I'm a simple man.
Yes,
Josh talking to Josh is too.
You can't handle Josh squared.
Amazon seller 99. Aloha. I've been using Channel Advisor since 2018. It's been a game changer.
Channel Advisor is an older one too. Yeah, so that they've been around for a long time. And you know these things we're so out of the reselling world from, I would say, 2012 to 2020. We were like just gone. And I wouldn't say we really even got involved in the reselling. The reality of reselling didn't hit us until last year. But here we are. We're all hit. We're all hit up. LP is list perfectly is unlimited listings. Wait, let me see what Axe Monkey says. I like Vendu and used them for a while. I went to List Perfectly to get the AI tool. We did that for a month. Yep. All of my listings backed up and auto delist. Both have their advantages and disadvantages. And I liked the way that List Perfectly worked. But I didn't use it to see if it worked well. Vendu put in like a little V next to all your listings on eBay. So they used Chrome to like inject little pictures. I didn't like the way that worked. So it's like, it might be a better software, but I didn't like the way they interjected themselves into my stuff.
Hey, B-Nudes. Sup, humans?
B-Nudes is here, ready to talk about both the internet and possibly BlackRock at the same time. But we already did our BlackRock little spiel.
Beard has to go record the PPP.
Oh, you guys have a great afternoon.
Thanks for being here, Beard and Josh.
Yep. Say hi.
Bean.
Say hi to the boys for me at the PPP.
Tune in Saturday to see if it was worth it.
Every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Sorry, p.m. Western. What's the time out there? Pacific. Thank you. Josh is forcing me to. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a time thing right now. Do I put time and faith into just listing more on eBay and shotgun it on all platforms right now? Or do I go the Josh route and build my own stuff, then list? What I would do is develop parallel, because it's, if this last week has been any sign of anything, they're going to keep, whatever you want to call, putting down pressure on our sales to try to get up pressure on promoted listings, which means our beautiful eBay platform is in constant not being able to completely rely on it the way it was designed and the way I signed up for it 25 years ago. It is what it is, and I will use it. But I think the future has a number of things. You need to brand. So that's why Whatnot has become such a thing, and that people who are good on Whatnot are developing a brand and a personality, all that stuff. So I think that branding is key to being a successful full-time reseller in the future. I think cross-listing is super beneficial, especially if the software is working right and it can take stuff down and you don't have any problems with double selling crap. And shitification is the term, but once it's here, that's it. It's just life. And so it's in shitified life, but it is life nonetheless. And so getting around that is going to require, again, branding, maybe cross-listing, but branding includes having your own internet presence, your own website, with, if nothing else, who the heck are you? Like, you're a full-time reseller. You're definitely more than just, I list crap on eBay. I mean, 1 Foot Flipper should have a website that tells people about Page, and then include your stuff. But I think that everybody in this chat is interesting. Everybody, you just sell your story on your website, sell your goods and your story, and that's at least how I've been doing it for years. The only problems we've had is if we decided to shift to smaller, cheaper items. If we hadn't done that, we'd be sitting in our pile of gold doing backflips.
Well, I am happy to see that the HK resale, that they are
generating.
They have, generating sales, and they have a mix of items. They are not a niche. So that's very encouraging to see that.
I mean, I'd have to know all about like what is selling on there, because you don't see any demographics. I mean, I'm sorry, metrics.
Right. It might be the hardware,
records.
the hardware stuff.
Yeah, maybe books sell really great here. I don't know. Do you think that their catalog or their collectible, like here where it says records, books, magazines, are these their big sellers? Maybe. Or maybe that's all they sell on here. Look, it says records, books, magazines.
In the collectibles.
Right. So they don't sell Beanie Babies and other stuff. They're only selling...
No, they did have a picture of like a NASCAR model, toy model, car model.
Well, that's not a Beanie Baby. You think it's a collectible? Let's see. I guess it would be. I don't see how the... also...
It may not have.
I don't like the filter. The filter thing on the side is way too long. Okay, so landing page makes me think it's like some sort of office warehouse, and then their filters on the side it's like a endless too many filters, but too many for me, not for them making money. Just from my point of my 30-second. 1,000 foot.
Well, they have a lot of things that are that just have one.
Oh, because each one of their, like, if it's an author of a book, it's in here as a filter. See, that's.
But
that's
you can
not really
probably. I wonder. You can probably just search for that author's name, and it would be faster than trying to scroll down trying to find the filter.
Yeah, just saying the filters.
But what's the other?
See this art and culture? That's a filter.
Yeah. Yes.
But then 101 strings is not a filter. Well, it is a filter. But it's too small. No,
right.
actually,
it should be more like a genre of music, you're saying? So
well, there's also Alex Swain here with 0. There's a lot of zeros.
Okay.
That's just 2 things. They didn't ask me, but I'm telling them.
I love Axe Monkey's comment. I trust eBay tape more than I trust eBay anymore.
You see the eBay tape we have on our door where the Pokey kind of made tiny little scratches in the bottom of the screen and then it ripped. And I just taped it with eBay tape and it sits there.
The quirky pick a chat.
And it actually got like faded by the sun. So all I did was put another piece of tape on there and that's holding tight. Quirky pick a chat.
And Amazon Seller 99 and Basket Noodles were talking about
Quirky Picker Chad, your partner left from your show. Was I watching that? I think I saw that. I'm sorry you lost your mate, but you'll have everybody should go check out Quirky Picker Chad. Does a show every once in a while. Is it every once in a while or is it every week? I say words.
Blah blah blah.
I have a lot of questions. Number 1, how dare you?
Let's see. Basket is going to say something important. Here it comes, everybody. It has been yacked about since Q4 at retailer associations. Unfortunately, there are no third-party seller associations. I don't know what that is. Here's number 2. That is why no sellers have any controller say or represent. Okay, so you're talking about the BlackRock shock. Yeah, I'll just show you because I don't want to talk about it, but it was called... Oh, I left.
No, they're talking about software.
Are they? Or are they talking about BlackRock, which is what everyone should be talking about? There's nothing you can do about it, so it's really not worth talking about. Every week, there is a quirky picture.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Basket, I believe you're right. I know they can restore our database from any day in time. If we make an error, like deleting listings, they can restore from any point. Could. You're talking about eBay, obviously. Is there anything else good to sink our teeth into up here? Because I got to go watch that the Pickle Pudding podcast. I have to go watch eBay thing. At least to fall asleep. It's a good nap invoking programming. Biff says, I don't know about running ads. I just want to pull traffic from outside the eBay ecosystem. Yes, the ad is another circle back rub thing. Well, that's what I call it anyway. In that it, for whatever reason, makes your site attractive, right? Because if you're advertising on there and Google's going to send traffic to your site so that people can click on your ads so Google can make money. I mean, I'm probably oversimplifying it, but that's how I always understood it. And it was true.
I don't know if Biff is still here, but have you checked out Josh's website? Because on his website at the bottom, he has his eBay listings also, like sort of scrolling, and you can click on it and it brings you to eBay.
There are a few seller apps that I don't know.
But did you see Biff was saying how he just wants to...
I saw a fly. I just saw it again. It might be something in my eye. It might be like I have a dot in my eye or something. Yeah, I don't know. That's all. We can go now. Basket Noodle is saying he's writing Benny Stratton paragraphs. Take cross-listers now. You'll see terms of service, void them of liability. You could be using one. It goes awry, or say eBay's API changes, or goes, oh, yeah, eBay won't care.
Do you see James's comment?
No. Oh, right above that. Got the scoop on the eBay. Right now. This is more of a news thing. Fresh off the presses, our correspondent in St. Louis got the scoop from eBay today. Check out. When someone tries to pay, it tells them to try again later. And when you try to send them their invoice to work around it by checkout, it is complete. Math, that's boo. Well, we've definitely run into bulk sharing of bulk shipments, batch shipments, whatever you call them, bulk shipping. That thing goes blank every once in a while. We've been noticing a lot of blankings. Mm-hmm. So, and then you just refresh and eventually it'll come back. But definitely there's been some blankings, but I'm not sure that's, I don't know if there's anything new in that, or if it's just maybe something that is out of control, like an old thing that has reared its head or something.
Yeah, Den Decor is saying that offers are still jacked for him.
Yeah, but if you switch off, if you're like on your desktop and then you go to your phone, at least from my experience, things work. So depending on which one is not working, if you go to the other one, it will work. So one of them, weird, I think, works sometimes. That's not how it's supposed to be. And all the money that I pay eBay, which quite frankly isn't that much, It's 12%, which is a lot. They should do better. Do better. Do best. eBay. I really don't have a lot to say because I'm really now thinking about working. How much crap I have to do.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to finish my whole water before this is over? Okay, I'll finish the water.
Move your feet around a little.
For the blood clots. Don't want to get blood clots from sitting here for 2 hours. Talking, that's for sure. Basket saying an unapproved eBay or Amazon, for that matter, tool goes awry. The seller gets screwed. Right. I mean, that's kind of why none of us ever used, or those of us who have some sort of irrational fear of cross-listing programs, just wondering if that cross-listing program is going to work right at the moment that we actually need it to work. And another thing that I've always thought is, what if somebody does want to mess with you intentionally, and you've got to make sure you have a real cross-listing program so someone can't jack you on purpose, buy your same item from different platforms on purpose. Because they could have 2 windows open, and if your cross-listing program isn't down, you can get messed with. I don't even know if there is a cross-listing program that can deal with that. Do you?
I don't know what you were saying.
Oh. I was just saying that the evildoers of the world will pull up my item on one site platform and on the other platform, and they will buy them at the same time just to jack me.
Oh.
And I don't think there is a cross-listing program that could stop that. So I'm going to make one. It's called Superman Cross-Listing Program. Come to me and you will get free. You think Channel Advisor does that? Is it that good?
Yeah, it sounds like Channel Advisor is really great.
That's an old one.
Jennifer Hoffman, hey, aloha. I have a second story just for sports cards. Killing it. Well, Ryan here.
Also killing it.
Yeah. He said his sports cards are up 30%.
Yeah, I agree, Axemonkey. I do. But maybe a step up would be like Channel Advisor, which is more of a industry tool as opposed to an eBay tool. So Channel Advisors, but I don't know what the expense is on Channel Advisor.
I think Amazon seller was saying it is expensive, but it sounds like it might be worth it. And Axe Monkey is saying I wouldn't use a cross lister unless you are willing to babysit it, even with auto delist.
I truly feel that. That's why I really like TreeCat's methodology of doing the delisting, because it requires you to run a module on your computer, or better yet, a unused older laptop that just sits there and runs the module 24/7, hooked up to the internet, just runs. And that I would have a little bit of faith in. Okay, Channel Advisor is now Rhythm. They changed the name. They're called Rhythm now.
Well, when we were talking about cross-listing onto another platform, listing on another platform, you said you didn't want to do it without using a cross-lister because
I can't babysit it, but I also can't babysit it. That's also why we haven't done it.
So it's like, which is worse? Babysitting a cross-lister or babysitting, having to log into every single website all the time to see?
Getting a double sale would be the end of my life. I would vaporize like I got Thanos. I'm just like, if I double sold something, I would just turn to dust.
You just go, okay, which platform is going to punish me the most?
Yeah. No, I would definitely send out the eBay item, and whoever was on any of the other platform that sold on would get the screwing. But I don't want to do that. That doesn't sound like fun. We woke up in the middle of the night saying, oh, we didn't send out we forgot to print a label to send something out today. Forgot to do it before I went to bed. And we both are like in the middle of the night. I'm like, can you please? But I was thinking it too. Auto Posher LHO73.
Hey! Thanks for being here.
I have looked at it. It's a tool run. It's a British tool. That doesn't matter. I did download it and messed around. I thought, what a good idea. Shouldn't I just try all the software and do reports on it all? Do a book report on everything? I should. Doesn't Rhythm look pricey? I couldn't tell you exactly if Autoposher was a great tool or not, but it's not just for Poshmark. I do know that. It looks like they do. Does it say what they do?
Oh yeah, Channel Advisor is about $1,200 a month and goes up
come
based on sales.
You got to stop your silliness.
Oh,
so now
boy.
that's the issue. So Josh, what he's doing, he's heading down the path of doing a cool thing, the right thing. But I'm gonna guesstimate his cost in running his kingdom of webbery is gonna be like $400-$600 a month, and I'm not gonna pay that. I mean, he has a different plan.
If your sales double, triple, quadruple, it's worth that.
We couldn't. I don't think we can handle that anyway. No. So then it becomes don't wish what you can't offer. What if
Amazon
you sold 10,000 items
Seller
on one
99?
day?
Thanks for that info on the price. But yeah, that is pricey.
For people who sell, Grumpy John, I don't know what he does, but anybody who's selling millions of dollars a year, that's not what you take home. That's your gross. But anybody selling that kind of money on platforms like Amazon, yeah, you're gonna have Channel Advisor. You're not gonna not use that. But at this point, where we're working at $10,000 a month to do, I don't see any reason to be paying a tenth of that to run our pathetic empire that I ship everything out myself with no help. But I would like help. I'm like a tiny little elf. Pokes, can you put on your elf clothes? But he doesn't have opposable thumb, so packaging is just not.
He
one
would
of his
help if
things.
he could.
He could.
Well, he provides us
He like pushes the box on the floor. He
gives us the motivation to keep going.
Sometimes we look at him, we go, "Aw," and we keep going, even if we don't want to.
Yes.
So 1,200. Who? Amazon Seller 99. Did you say that you use them? Who uses them?
I think Amazon Seller was saying that.
Oh, and that was the word I was trying to think of. So when I said that there's an eBay level, so yes, there's enterprise level tools, and those tools work like a dream. But we're priced out of that as not enterprise level. I mean, could we be enterprise level? Yeah, but the amount of stuff you have to generate to do that is out of my desirability. I actually want to cap my income. I'm not very focused on a income level between 100,000 and 100 million. And in between there, I will find a sweet spot that will, maybe I'll buy Channel Advisor someday. Maybe I'll buy the whole company. I liked it so much.
Axe Monkey.
I bought the company.
So Axe Monkey was saying that she had a double sale and she canceled the Posh over the eBay. But so they happened like the same day. Why didn't the cross-lister like catch that so that didn't happen?
Well, it's because they only do it every half hour or something. I mean, the amount. So if a piece. Computers are still like a computer has to go send out a call to go check all your sticks and has to look at all your things. It's not that much data, but it's data, and it needs to stand in line because 1,000, 10,000 other people need the same thing from that Autoposher or what your software. Anyway, a lot of data, a lot of people in line, a lot of queues, a lot of queuing.
I wonder how many. Yeah. I wonder what the time frame is for it to like, what is it, whatever it does.
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking gross or net, we have a really good life if we can just get a pile of like $90,000 backed up to our house every year. I would be a happy Primo. Just in cash. I mean, in cash. Like I'm saying if we could net 90 grand a year every year until I get my Social Security. Where's Harbor's Hope? Harbor's Hope, I'm getting Social Security the first day they'll let me have it, and then I'll make 1 penny under the amount of allowable money. If I am actually, I can't remember if I'm actually, if you get Social Security at 62, are you limited in the amount of money you can make? I think for 5 years, you're limited in the amount of money you can make. So I got it all figured out. But wherever free money is offered to me, I take it immediately without question.
So Axe Monkey was saying,
even though I paid
that
the
was
money.
using Vendu, but you can set the time. I have mine set to check every minute.
Oh, okay. Does it actually work every minute? Does it work that well? Does it cost more to make that many hits? You know, does it anything weird like that? But List Perfectly, so far, List Perfectly is my choice because they got that Pro Plus level that has the AI, which actually that was what I wanted to do today. I wanted to bring in that giant scanner and hook it up and and like actually try to.
You should do that on members.
Maybe I'll do that. And, you know, maybe we'll do that tomorrow too. It doesn't cost more, so you can just set it up.
We were just what got us to, we were searching on Google this morning and we came across one of our eBay listings and we clicked on it and it was from August. Remember it said that? But it was like we ended it at some point or something. And
the one we just looked up?
It was this morning.
Yeah. And I was looking
What
up.
were we looking at? I don't remember.
Oh,
the little print, the April print.
So we looked up an April print. This is just an anecdote that was interesting because we're like, what's going on here? Looked up a print online that's in our store, and it was an artist it's a listed artist, but not a lot of stuff. Local to Vermont. Search for it on Google, and then, but what we didn't do is use a different account. So maybe it's like looking at stuff that somehow I looked at. It brought up a ton of stuff, including this picture, our eBay listing for this picture. But because we do a reset every week, I see that this is probably how Google and eBay are limiting exposure if you do a reset too often. Because it's showing the one I ended 3 weeks ago. So I've done 2 resets in the middle, and it's showing an old listing from 3 weeks ago. And then under that...
Oh, are you going to say?
Well, under that, it's showing about a dozen other of our items currently listed with those were valid items.
From our store. But what was really weird, too, is we saw the title of our prints that we have on eBay. It was, you clicked on it and it brought up something totally different, but it still kept our title there.
Yeah,
it was really weird.
That's super annoying. But they do
was
that
that
for some
even
reason.
on eBay though? That other print?
That was just the Google ad. Put a different picture with our title.
It was.
They do that.
Weird.
Yeah. Usually they do that if it's our title is now expired link, and the picture is a valid link. And so when you click on it, it goes to the picture, not to the title. But anyway, it was interesting that a lot of our items were showing up from our store, including our store.
Yeah.
The store itself had the actual store was coming up on eBay when we searched for this one picture that our store contained. I'm sorry, I searched Google. And the question is, when does Google index your eBay store? How does Google index your eBay store? Do you really need to pay for offsite to drive traffic to your store? Because Google's already doing it. Head to theatrical.
Hey! So glad you're here. That's awesome. First time catching a live. Nice. Welcome.
We're talking about a whole bunch of nonsense, just going off the rails on the eBay. And Basket is saying other things like
talking about cross-listers.
The browser plugin, scrape data, not using the API. If that connection fails, your internet goes out. So a lot of the things, so the best one is TreeCat, in my opinion, but I'll bet those enterprise levels run a different way. But of the eBay tools, TreeCat's my favorite because their little server runs on you can run it on a separate computer, and that's awesome. Unlike if it's a Chrome extension, say the Chrome server could go down, the extension server, something could happen. It's a little chunky way to run it. I mean, it's a very convenient and probably 99% effective way to run it, but I'm going to get that 1% like all the time. I'm a real lucky like that. I'm a very lucky person in general. I get a lot of good luck, but if there is some way to get super effed, I'll also attract that. Like double effed.
That's no fun.
No. It's like when you're supposed to just get one serving, but you get 2, possibly 2.5, 3 scoops of F. Most people get busted, right? They get 1 scoop of F. But I get 3. I'm just saying that's happened before.
Huh.
You just got to dig yourself out more. I'm good at digging myself out of a hole. My cable internet is on a UPS if I need a hotspot to minimize. Not fail safe, but not easily broken.
Tree cat. Okay, so we're getting a follow-up that the eBay Live is a bust. We are not hearing good things about the eBay Open.
Who's saying that?
Texas Bandit, eBay Live is a bust.
I didn't see it there. I'm so sorry.
But yeah, LH.
Please don't beat me up.
LH073 is saying tree cat. Tree cat.
Tree cat. Tree cat. Tree cat. Tree cat. Whoa! We just did a tree cat wave. Now they're gonna be. I mean, they're obviously the best because first of all, they're right there, in your face, sharing their deets.
They have a YouTube channel. They are very accessible.
Almost
reachable.
every Saturday, they're doing a little show, and they're slowly rolling it out. And I think they're really.
They love getting feedback from users, adapting, changing, adding.
But currently, for a working program, I would say list perfectly because of their AI feature. Now, I think I was getting distracted because I was like, "Hey, Ryan, are you using?" Did he answer?
What, he was using the list?
Well, because I was like, Ryan better be using the eBay tool.
No. Ryan is using some industry thing.
Make the blue go away. Why is the blue?
Click over there. And he said you just put in your info and I guess you scan the card or whatever, and it just like gives you everything. So I wonder if they're just stock photos of the cards. They're not.
Well, eBay has it now.
Photos.
eBay has
photos.
You upload the front and the back of the card, and it lists it for you.
Oh.
Do you even eBay?
We don't do cards.
I don't either, but I know about it. Holy cow! I wonder if the card thing will do. It says sports cards, but here's the thing: is if it matters to you, because I've tested it, it says there that you can't send your money from your payment account on eBay. It says you cannot send it to Venmo, but you can because I did it. It says you cannot at this time. You cannot send your seller prize money to a Venmo account, even though they had added Venmo as a payment method. It said currently eBay does not allow that, but I did it and it works. Thank you. Second part
Maybe
of my
they just don't want people to know quite yet.
Exactly. So the second question is, I'll just assume that's how eBay operates. So maybe I need to go try to put my Star Wars cards into the listing matrix and see if they do more than sports cards now, or do some other things, or just keep trying it until one day, all of a sudden, they're test marketing it and they don't tell you, and we'll see if it works.
Hey, Carla. I wonder if Carla's around. I miss her little emojis.
Carla Pokey's looking for you.
Mike, what a shocker about eBay Live. Imagine if they thought we were
what sucks
buyers
is
or stockholders.
We'll never see it though, because they always take it down, because when it's a failure, they just take it down. And I think a lot of people are, duly annoyed and not able to take this stuff seriously, because eBay's messing. I mean, they are. Thank you.
Oh, so Card Dealer Pro, X Monkey. That's the one that Ryan was saying he uses too, right?
Oh.
She said that
Card Dealer Pro.
She thinks it can do Star Wars.
Let's see. Card I need all this stuff for free.
And
I don't wanna
Ryan
pay
was
for
saying
anything.
he can get like, what did he say, 300 or 500 listed in an hour using the program?
How dare you? How dare you have your best? I'm so glad that you guys are seizing this time with the cards, you know, because it's a card, you know, it is a time. I mean, some cards used to be worth money. With that, I found, you know, Ted Williams cards. I sold those way back in the day. And so cards will always have a value. It's these like sort of $1, $2 cards that I don't get. But at the same time, people don't just buy one. They buy 10 $2 cards, and then you got a $20 order. Goes in one envelope, 65 cents.
Do you have to use...
I would like to do that. On this right here, let's see how much it costs. That's what matters. I don't care about anything else. Because I want it for free for a little while to test it. And I want it to be able to do all my stuff during the test period so I never have to pay for it. Excuse me. I don't see, it's not scrolling. What's this down here? I can't scroll to it.
Oh.
Nothing ever works anymore. What is
Texas
this?
Bandit was saying, oops,
an auto
LP to
fees.
eBay and internet over, under, or survival with my WHZ bang packaging. I don't know.
So wait, if this, so this thing, you use auto scan feature with these trading cards? I mean, even if you're lucky, aren't you damaging the card using auto scan features? It looks like that's how people do it.
Well, it looks like you're scanning. Are they showing them in plastic sleeves, though, as they go through the scanner?
Oh, you leave them in the plastic sleeve and scan them. It's genius!
Hey, Lag! I was just wondering where you are. Somebody said something about something lagging, and I was like, where's Lag?
Lag is here.
Looks like cleanup on aisle 4.
So Axe is saying they've been doing a bunch of different cards. The time suck is scanning the cards unless you have a really nice scanner, which she is saving for. Oh, neat.
I'm just reading. I'm going to take a minute and read everything.
Yeah, Basket Noodles knows somebody who actually made a jig on a 3D printer to just slip the cards in and use a large desktop scanner.
I see. Yeah, you would make a thing and just put them all in there.
That makes sense.
Now, you could, like Basket Noodle says, if you really don't even need it makes it a little easier if you have like a little thing you can slip the cards in so they're kind of straightish to begin with. But you can just slide them all over the surface and kind of generally straighten them out and then use the Photoshop. The straighten tool in Photoshop is like pretty perfect. It will take each one of the cards. So like say you have a big, because we have a 11x17 scanner, so you can put a lot of cards on there. And then it will automatically marching ant crop each one out and straighten it in one movement. We could do that, I'm saying. But what I need to do is get the list perfectly AI thing doing our books and records. And then Biff Boffo will see a whole bunch of our records going up on the internet. And we're so close to doing that, like maybe we're going to do that right after the show.
Sure.
Meow.
I've been trying to think about a spot, and
Think about a spot?
to put the scanner.
Oh. There's no spot.
Well, I'm thinking
I'm probably going to have to move my TV and put it on top of that.
Oh, so you would be doing the scanning?
Yeah, you got other work to do. You don't have time to scan.
Oh, cool. Oh, I'm on board. Nice.
And like with the books, you're still going to have to, so the way I'm envisioning it anyway, is you're going to scan the top of the book and the bottom of the book, but you're still going to have to take a couple of side pictures. Even on the records and everything, we need to have 6 pictures of each item. So a record, you get 1 side, 2 side, then take the record out, scan that right on the glass. Is that what I'm doing? Yeah, you see, there's questions.
Well, we need to test it and see. Trial and error.
All
We'll
this
come up with a
thinking made my
process.
hat just fell off. My head is so slippery from thought that my hat fell right off my head.
Oh yeah, we should set that up.
Okay. Should we go do it now? So Paul Rose is not here, so he's not helping keep the chat going, and Josh and John and Beard are all doing their Patty Cake Playbook podcast, and Baskin Noodle's coming in with the facts.
Lag is sleepy.
Lag is asleep. Pokey is asleep. It's a sleepy day. Hi, Bay. Hi. Why are you all weird? Are you a light bulb head? Does your head the shape of a light bulb, Bay? Yes, it is. Oh my goodness! Look at that little big. Oh, I put my finger in your mouth. Cause that's kind of fun. Can you? I can actually hear his little
tongue.
Yeah. You hear a little puppy ASMR there?
You can see his little puppy ASMR. Oh, there he is.
Oh boy, in Bonanza you can run pay-per-click ads. So
How about that, Bonanza?
Nice Bonanza.
Hey.
Yeah, when you have like the world's lamest platform and you're like, hey, let's charge more for it.
Oh, well.
Are there a few people?
You won't have a lot of out-of-pocket expense.
Here's the thing, though. Everybody thinks it's so lame. Are there a couple of people that just run amok on Bonanza and sell all their stuff? Because you would think that then somebody would just go there because it is so like that somebody would go over there and take advantage of that and just be like cleaning up. I wonder.
Yeah, I wonder. Where are you going? See ya.
Yeah, right. That's what. Yeah, I'm with you there, B-nudes. But you got to put. I'm also well aware of putting things into holders. It's not fun. But if you actually had it, so you got a thing and it locks into the glass, and then you can drop a card into each one of the things, and you don't have to fiddle with it or slide it in or do any other fiddle fart around with it. Yes, great idea.
Lag, that's your new gamer name, Fiddle Fart.
Fiddle fart. My goodness, that's what they say. That's what the zombie fingers say. But you know, we know that the economy is messing with things a little bit. It can most certainly mess with volume, but can it mess with how does it know to make it $1,000 days?
Record Crate is pricing records.
Record Crate, we're gonna do some more. I'm gonna have to. Well, I would love to be able to pick your brain during our members, and you can help me do all my work, so I can sit here and figure out how much to charge for some of these records. I mean, I want to sell some of my records. I mean, I have a whole bunch of records to sell that are in the genres that you said yesterday, which I was actually just telling my lovely dear here. The more things change, the more they stay the same. I'm saying 20 years ago, I've been in the musical related industries for a long time. So starting with, DJ, radio stations and stuff. So it's not like you got a lot of jazz records there or something, but in the collector field of records, jazz records, psych records, and those were always the big ones. Like, I feel like it hasn't really changed, right? That's still the top.
Where'd you go?
Performers.
What are you doing?
Are you playing?
He's playing.
He's telling us it's time to go do something else. He's
squeeze,
like,
squeeze.
enough of you guys. He's squeaking his cookie. Oh, he left.
Bye. But Axe Monkey was saying that she just was looking through some emails and saw that CDB can do Star Wars, Marvel, Garbage Pail.
Oh, you can do them all.
Star Trek, Batman, Superman, Pokemon.
Can it do Charlie's Angels? And I also have a full set of I mean, nobody wants the. I mean, do they really want Charlie's Angels cards? Like, I'm sure it's worth what it's worth, but not. Am I gonna piece them out?
How much is it?
The software. I clicked pricing and it doesn't tell you, and that's never good. Oh, it's not bad.
See.
500 monthly AI card scans is $9.
Mike's dog heard the squeak. That's so cute. Oh, Pokums.
We're just reaching out. We're hands across America, paws across America. Go on, let's go.
I gotta go see where he is.
That's what you got to ask yourself, Axe Monkey.
Oh, he's in his bag.
Can you grab my 3 card books? Just they're right there, the binders. 3 card binders, they're right there. In the zipper ones.
Right here?
Yes,
Oh,
so I protect them from the elements through zippers.
What are you doing?
He just left the whole scene. And now I'll come over here a little bit closer. So I'm more centered. Yes, I've got those. I got weird cards like
What are you doing?
Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I got lots of wacky packages, but I don't have like 1968. I got the late 70s wacky packages. I imagine they would do those. Oh, and I have these. Everybody just remembers these, right? Are you murdering the dog in there?
You hear him?
Yeah. So those are weird wheels. These are weird wheels, right? Look at the Studebaker with the alien. Remember that one? Look at the popsicle. Right there. Cold humor. Stingray. The best one ever is... Where's the best one? I like Slab Cab is pretty good, but... The Buick, Putrid Porsche is pretty good. But Buick. Somebody stole my Buick. I've actually had to buy several sets of these. Do you guys realize we still have a show? Oh, there's Buick. And while you guys are just off playing... You know, it's kind of like...
Get back to work, you slacker.
Can I get this out? How do you get cards out of these card holders? I got it. Yeah. This one is the best one. I remember looking at this as a kid, just tripping on it. Just going, wow, I'm going to go look at that. Yeah, so... Imagine you're a kid in the 70s and you're like, I'm bored, I don't know what to do. So you go whip out a binder, or actually a pack, it probably has a rubber band around it, right? And you look at your trading cards. And you like put them down in front of you and you go, I'm going to look at this for a few minutes. And then you look at it for a few minutes. I used to look at this card. That's what I used to do as a kid. I would just look at it.
You sound like Tom Green. You're
Just
retaining
look
yourself.
at a card. Just look. Look at this card. There's no cell phones. TV's garbage. It's the middle of the day. There's nothing on. All you can do is just look at this card. And I did. Look. You're looking with your eyes. That's all you got. I'll keep those, sure. What the heck? But I'm trying to say, right. So we did sell, not too long, well, like 2 years ago, like all these 1960s skateboard cards, or I'm sorry, 60s, 70s skateboard cards. And they're Donruss, and then they have Donruss, and then they had some actual, they're all the, like dumb tricks that nobody does anymore. And those are kind of cool. But they did have, we also had some skateboarders that were actual pictures of people. And Tony Hawk was in there. And now they consider it the Tony Hawk rookie card, which I thought was silly, but I'm okay with that. And then we got tons and tons and tons of Star Wars cards. And stickers. Batman cards from the 60s. So everybody loves cards. I mean, I guess that's why cards are, something that eBay put so much time. But I think I posed the question earlier in the show, what percentage of eBay resellers sell trading cards as their primary business?
Type in
American arbitrage. There's one. Ryan. There's two. Anybody else? So there's two people that sell trading cards on eBay, and
Axe Monkey sells some.
Axe Monkey sells a couple cards. Oh, does Axe Monkey say they actually started a new store for just trading cards? Was that you, Axe Monkey? I'm trying to see. Seems to lag catching my carry sale. Sorry, no, it doesn't. Set them up. I'm sorry, I don't see that. But somebody did set up a new store just for trading cards. And again, they seem to be putting up there's so much effort into it, and if you don't take advantage of it. That's also why are we not selling clothes? Not that we're going to go out and sell clothes like Kevin, Stoic Reseller, or even Major Win. We're not going to sell new Lululemon clothes. We'll sell vintage clothes on our vintage clothes shop thing. No, I'm going to, but for Ephemera. No, so that wasn't Axe Monkey. Who was it? I wonder. Who said they just opened up a new store for that? I'm fascinated with Ephemera and cards. I can't believe pay for paper and ink. Really, really good idea. So, and if we were to do that, I would also open up a fifth store now for just Ephemera, because it is its own niche, and then you can niche within that. But it looks like Josh is in that category. And from Kira's Collection has like just one store that's just Ephemera, and they're very deep into it from what I can tell. Like the boat stuff. They got a lot of boat stuff. They like boats. I like turtles.
And they just opened their jewelry store.
And they have a jewelry store, yes. Well, I think that's their third store. And that's it's a really interesting...
Oh, 1 Foot Flipper does cards. I guess, right?
Oh, 1 Foot Flipper does cards too. Okay.
Popeyes.
Plus 1 million. I know, it must be. It's definitely a lot of people doing it. I just wanted to know, because they put so much effort in that AI tool that they released. Well, that was the actual... Hi, Bay. That was what I was interested in, is why the AI tool for cards is the first thing they release. When List Perfectly, a company that's... And maybe that's why eBay is not producing a quality AI product for listing. Except for maybe now they're doing it for sports cards. Because they are in, not cahoots, but they're growing these other companies like List Perfectly. They have an API. They charge for access to their API, I assume. And they need to, that's a revenue stream. So they're not going to step on these other companies' toes and provide you with a quality product. eBay is not. They're going to continue to charge the APIs fees to these other companies, which are going to give you pretty good, mostly working products.
Lag does cards.
Lag. How dare you?
TCG Player has an app.
You're undermining the entire economy with cards. Don't you know this is a house of cards? I just made it funny. Thank you. I will do postcards, ad prints, anything paper like that, except cards. I may break out into cards. Anything that ships for 65 cents in an envelope is a really good item to sell, especially if it sells for $10. I'm okay with something like that that's so easy to ship for $10. But I think that lag Lag.
14,000. Wow, what was it? And Axe Monkey.
It was a 1944 Ted Williams.
Axe Monkey is saying.
Or was Michael Johnson?
That
Michael Jackson.
she doesn't want to spread herself too thin. Taking James's advice.
On too many niches, too many items, too big of a store, or too many different things.
Stores. Too many
things.
stores. Yeah,
Well, we found for sure that having multiple stores with broad, big niches has, when one store is down, another store's up kind of thing seems to be happening a bit, at least, sort of, until yesterday. That might have been our first 0 day, but everybody's been having it, or a lot of people have been having it. Non-card sellers have been having it.
Well, but the one thing too to keep in mind is if you are somebody that says you have
1986 Fleer Michael Jackson. Sold a Michael Jackson card.
Oh.
You know I'm kidding, right? It's Michael Jordan, but just for humanity's sake, it is
sold another
Michael
for
Jackson
6.
Michael Jackson cards go for a lot.
As I was saying, is if you have multiple stores and you are somebody that is set on listing X amount of items a day, you got to remember now you have that many more stores that you need to list that X amount of items on.
I would say that honestly, that's the only drawback.
Problem. The only drawback so far.
Because if you want to keep one store active, now you've got 4 stores to keep active.
Yeah.
That means if you decide that you need to list $1,000 a day per store or on your store, then you got to do it 4 times. If you want to do, 10 items a day on your store, now you got to do it 4 times. So it's 40. So yeah, that is an issue, that if you want to keep the health of your store similar, I will tell you that we have not been overwhelmed in sales that I haven't been able to ship them out. But we most definitely, for up till about now, maybe 10 days ago, I was shipping every day without fail, too much. I was like, ugh, can we just have some? And then they listened to me, and now we don't have as many sales going up. But this is kind of like the flux time between going back to school and the true Q4 starting.
Axe Monkey had an excellent day yesterday for sales. Basket Noodle, Michael Jackson, Jordan, the illegit child card.
12 million cash.
That's funny.
Okay. I'm trying to find. I can't find it. I don't know what else we got to say about life, things, whatnot. Life is not whatnot. But the card thing does go to just Shopify and eBay. But so, sort of back to what...
The Card Dealer Pro.
The Card Dealer Pro. So Shopify, so eBay or Shopify is a great core catalog, brain as Josh calls it, where you upload all your items and then you sales channel off of. And this thing seems to put it, and it's a really good way. So Shopify is really very much rounded out, and it has sales channel, sale channel lister, what they call it. That probably integrates so well with Shopify as your main core, I imagine. But this thing does only eBay and Shopify. So you send it to eBay, which is still the primary online e-commerce, online vintage e-commerce site, or used, what do you call it? eBay. I don't even know what you call it. As opposed to
secondhand,
Amazon.
Used. Pre-owned.
Pre-owned site. And Shopify basically can go out to any other thing. So on this thing, you list directly onto eBay, and then probably eBay then sends it over to Shopify, or Shopify can send it to eBay. I don't know. But places that only do eBay and Shopify means you can send it to everywhere. That's my point. Because once you send it to Shopify, you can send it to any platform. Thank you. I'm smart. I'm a professor.
Mike was saying, I've decided to keep my thrift store stuff in my main store instead of opening a second. Seems to be same traffic so far.
Huh? I've decided to keep my thrift store stuff to my main store instead of opening a second store. Seems to be same traffic. Yeah, you know, there's no way to actually verify. I can't verify it. There's just no. It just doesn't matter. But definitely seeing if you put the time into each store, separating slow sell-through rate stuff from high sell-through rate stuff seems to make a huge difference to us.
Like, there's a Shopify Connect app that will bring your items over your eBay items. A typo. I was trying to say like pancakes.
Yeah, that's more like it. When was the last time you had a home-cooked McDonald's Big Breakfast? That's a question I got to ask everybody in the chat. You want to go back in time? Have a McDonald's a Big Breakfast.
So
Tastes like 1970s.
Den Decor was saying that he thought that Shopify Connect got axed.
Den Decor, are you saying that's like the eBay Connect? So they've had a half a dozen at least different featured eBay to Shopify connector apps. I think I don't know what they call it. They've just got like the one now. So it used to be different companies would write them or different people would try to write them and then they would sell them as a plugin. But now they've just got a real one. And so I don't know the name of it though. I ran my year-to-date numbers and was shocked at my number one category, CDs. Let me look. I'm going to look. Our numbers are going to be all messed up because we did all that splitting of stores this year. So in order to find anything good, I got to look at 3 different stores to see everything. But it would be interesting to see what our media store currently, after running it for 3 months, what our top performer is. And, some people will say, CDs are dead, but I think those people are like 5 years behind when they were dead. And now CDs and physical media are having a comeback. Although One Foot Flipper said, don't believe that DVDs are going to come back. But CDs, they're definitely strong sellers for us too. So let's see. Performance sales. And then at the bottom of this, you're going to see... I'm not even in the right thing, sweetie. You had one job. It's to keep me on the rails.
Yeah, Den Decor was saying, the eBay Shopify, not third-party part of it.
I believe right now the eBay Shopify connection is strong. The state of eBay and Shopify is strong. Sorry, it's taking so long. I'm still in the same stupid thing. Did you also notice they changed login? So if you have multiple stores, they've made it harder to switch stores by moving the a thing to switch accounts. Okay, I got it. It only took me 4 times, but I got it.
Den Decor, physical media is having a comeback.
It is.
Who wants to pay $99 a month?
Right, and then you don't even own it.
For streaming service.
And then you can't watch it when you want to watch it. Every single time you want to watch it. Sales. Okay. So, number one category by far is music, vinyl records.
Lag's mom makes an awesome Happy Meal.
Does she? It's got a little whiskey in there to put lag to night-nights. It's got a tiny little bottle of whiskey. Night-night.
Mike was saying, I can agree with that. As I removed all my slow movers out last year, it made a world of difference. Went from around 2,000 listings to 1,100 or so.
Did you put those? Paul Rose is here!
About to eat.
You're skilking around the internet?
Aloha.
So number one is vinyl records, music. That would be because we haven't listed any 33s, so that's 45s. And then video games, music CDs is fifth. So
wow, I'm amazed it's
other Star Trek collectibles made it onto the list because we sold a expensive item.
Can you go to view more? Oh yeah, I wanted to see. Like, what about the manuals for like apples and stuff?
No, those don't sell anymore because because we're on the East Coast and everybody that wants them on the West Coast. So somebody there has all that business. They just don't even sell for us anymore. The exact same ones that sold for a lot, for way more than we have them for now. They just don't sell because in that one category, vintage computer monitors, there's somebody on the West Coast.
Right, Kimo, record these shows and mail the DVDs to us. Physical media.
Oh yeah, let's do that. My ear got all itchy. Is there like a disease of some sort where your ear gets itchy? I can't stop itching it.
It's yeah.
Oh, for sure. Major wins. A lighthouse, which is definitely we're not getting the lighthouse full effect currently. I mean, we're not getting the good part of the lighthouse, the blasting. And then yeah, it does seem to be very wavy. I almost feel like I can't remember the olden days, what things really felt like anymore.
Yeah.
But there was a time when we were just stacked. You couldn't even see us because there'd be so much cash stacked so high on here.
Thanks for the update, Major Win. So far, not much learned on the eBay Open. Hey, Joe's Rare Finds.
It's just a good way to waste a day, probably. Aloha, Joe Rare Finds.
Oh, so you see his question?
I do not.
You just said hello,
entertainment
Joe. Joe's Rare Finds. How do you keep track of multiple eBay accounts? I find it difficult when I'm not logged in on my phone.
Yes.
So I have one of our stores on my phone. Let me think on this
for a moment.
I have one store on my phone. He has one store.
That's not how.
Well, you do it all on.
Yeah, just do it all on here.
He does it all on.
So there's two ways that it can be done. The way that I do it is the annoying way, which I just go right through the front door and on Chrome, just change stores. It takes a lot of monitoring, but that's how I do it. Also, if I need to transfer things and I don't use a software program, the dog has now squeezed himself behind me. I'm afraid I'm going to squeeze him to death. Is he okay?
What are you doing?
He's so warm. He's a little warm log.
I think he's cold.
That's usually what happens is he goes back there when he's cold. So the other thing you can do is open up Edge. Open up Edge, have one of your accounts open in Edge, have one of your accounts open in Chrome. That way you get two accounts. With, I think, both Chrome and Edge, you can log in as different users and have multiple instances open. I can't remember who told me that. And it does work. However, there is a question. I had a question on whether or not this would trigger any sort of security weirdness, because I started to do that, and then all of a sudden I had to, on one of my accounts, I had to have a mandatory two-factor authentication on top of my two-factor authentication. So I had to get a code every time I logged in. That was very annoying. And I feel like that's what triggered it, was using using Edge and being logged in and having two instances of Edge open under different Microsoft accounts to different stores. I think that's what happened. Nestle Quick. Do you guys know, can you find any strawberry? Who's got the strawberry Nestle Quick? It's just, you can find it, yes, on Amazon, but I think they stopped making it, or it's just not in stores anymore. I don't know. Hey, yo, I don't know what's up with that. I wish we had strawberry Quick, because that stuff's yum.
The other thing, too, is emails. The emails from eBay. So if something sells, you'll see that come through in email.
I don't trust that. I don't use that.
No, you don't trust that.
Not as a... Well, because I could miss it. Or the email server could be.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that's another way to confirm or check, but you should still always just go to the account.
I'm a hard copy guy. I got to go to the account and see what's got to ship, what I need payment
but
for.
But he's at his computer too, most of the day, so it's easy to do that.
Axe is saying that the lighthouse turned off around 1 o'clock in the morning.
We're old enough to remember that it's kind to rewind.
Oh yeah. I have a very itchy ear.
I don't remember that movie, Be Kind Rewind, the worst Jack Black movie. Do I remember that? I don't think so.
Is it a time? Like, is there some sort of a time travel element in it?
Head to toe. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh yeah, it's almost time to go.
They have to run their packages to the post office. Thank you. It was awesome.
Aloha. Have a great day. Drive safely. Happy sales. Yeah, I don't do emails. Not my friend. And it's so gross. I just erased. So we had, I don't know, 160,000 messages in the email box. And I erased a whole bunch. I ended up erasing probably the last 3 months worth of emails just to get it to work again, because I only have 25 gigs of space, and I don't erase anything. So I've got my emails from 2004, and I don't need them really. And I really don't like email, to be honest. I never go back to it and reference anything. I'm never like, oh, I better keep this little nugget in case I got to sue somebody, or in case this guy says something, I can be like, oh, shwang, look at that. So that never happens. And at this point, after 55, who cares? Come at me.
I think all the sent emails are still there, though, right?
No, they're not.
Oh, great.
No, they have the titles, but not the bodies of the so you can see all the emails you lost, but you can't see what they said.
Ayo, I think the unicorn find is the Nestle Quick
Banana. Yeah. Oh, there's a nose. I'm squeezing a dog nose right now.
Major Man, well, don't go watch it now. I won't. I have the longest list of movies to watch. I take screenshots of everything I see that looks interesting, and my folder is insane.
And you never look at them again.
I do all the time.
Oh, do you?
Joe's Rare Finds. I'm all over the place. Haha, I have 2 toddlers and a full-time job and trying to resell at the same time.
Well, that's one of your...
Holy moly.
That's one of the issues that may... Yeah, actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 issues that might get in the way of some reselling sanity.
What's Bricklink?
No, that's for Legos, probably.
Oh.
I'm guessing, though, Joe's Rare Finds, what you got to do... See, we waste time, and we don't do anything about it. So, because we're in the position that we, just in our lifespan and everything... It's wasting time is this is a waste of time. That's kind of like our J-Lo lifestyle thing. But you need every single second of every minute, everything. So you definitely should be using some sort of software management tool that will help with productivity and help you gain an edge.
Well, do you ever get the eBay little pop-up on the app saying, how are you enjoying this app? If you click
don't say you hate it.
If you click no, I think it will ask you why. And there was one time where I said I would like to be able to have access to multiple accounts by a drop down, sort of like on Instagram. If you have multiple Instagram accounts, you can go to the top and just select what account you want to look at. I wish eBay would do that. Make it simple. I get it. There's different logins for each one, but it would really help.
That's good.
Mike Seller, aloha! I'm late for the free stuff.
Aloha! Wait, were you here at the beginning of the show? Didn't we see it? Mike Gertis might have been here at the beginning. A lot of people have come through this last.
I like that. Come in, say hi, chat for a little bit.
Pull yourself up a chair.
This is Lag's favorite live show.
Thank you. I mean, we are pretty exciting. You know what the hell? I mean, if you're looking for
if that's true, Lag, thank you.
I appreciate that.
Pro tip. Keep some eBay accounts unconnected. Yeah, well, they are. I mean,
I'm not sure how they connect like that. So one of our accounts, our newest account is on a different cell phone. So that may be how they're staying disconnected. And when I say our media store seems to rise when our other stores are not, like they seem to be disconnected. I don't know if it's because media or because they're on two different phone numbers.
Right.
And it may be that it is literally, I really honestly, it would be very hard pressed for somebody to convince me that all of our eBay woes are over not enough buyers and too many sellers and them spreading it around, trying to keep us motivated to the Blackstone. And so Vanguard, and so other places get all their money and we get nothing. That's right.
Joe's Rare Finds. You are right about using time efficiently. I go to thrift stores and garage sales on my lunch breaks and listing stuff at night.
So
How do you have that? You must be really young.
Anything that you can do to just gain seconds is valuable to you, I would say. Well,
That's a lot of energy.
We literally urinate away seconds. we're just like, hey, seconds here. I just throw them out to the kids.
Dendicor, I just magically innovated the store toilet. I guess no more customers today.
That's hilarious. I guess we'll go try to watch one thing on eBay Open, but there's nothing. They're not saying anything that I need to know. I don't think. Major Win, was there anything, did you feel, so why I do like to watch it is I kind of just want to feel connected for a moment to
like
eBay,
that too.
even if we,
Nice,
Hey, Augusto! Thank you! Just a pro tip. Thank you very much for joining.
That's so nice. Thank you.
What's that hat mean? Does that mean
that's the number first? Yeah.
Nice. Thank you so much. We were talking records yesterday, and I think tomorrow we'll be talking some records too. What was I just saying? Oh, different internet, different bank accounts. Oh god, that's too much hardness. That's too much.
Like that's insanity.
Well, hey, look, if you're gonna be 007, be 007. You know what I'm saying? So I think that. Major Win. What did you feel connected? Did you feel any joie to be part of the thing? Or are you just like, wah, wah, wah? Did you feel sorry for the guys getting hosed by the comments?
Yeah. Axe Monkey was saying the comments were pretty funny. Well, the last time they did the open, they read the comments and they were, I think, embarrassed by them, and they.
No, thanks.
That's
awesome. Look at his last comment there. I feel like it
belongs. That's so nice and sweet, and we're so glad you feel like you belong here. We feel you belong here too, so that's awesome. Thank you.
The bar is low. Major Win, you were unimpressed. There's not. I mean, I'm not sure what they can tell us anymore. I feel like the eBay Opens might be for more beginning sellers. I don't know. I assume that if you went to New York City, which sold out, which is like I think one of the only eBay Open pre-show party things that sold out, it might be a lot of fun. And you might get to meet some eBay people, and maybe you would get.
They highlighted tech and sports.
They highlighted tech and sports.
Successful
probably
sellers.
Commonwealth Picker. Well, Tech and Sports went to San Jose like 2 months ago. I think Commonwealth went there too. And it's about time. It's about time that they recognize.
Well, Tech and Sports should be. I mean, that dude is. Well, he has such a following now. They're probably like, let's jump on his little bandwagon right now.
But they tend to pick really. I don't know. I wouldn't say well, Tekken isn't offensive. There's nothing offensive about him, but he is sort of like a hardcore hustler type guy. And I don't remember the last people I was looking at on the eBay that they I don't know. They just don't seem hardcore to me, but that's not important. I'm just saying that Tekken seems to be sort of the hardcoreiest type guy that I have seen eBay stand behind.
We'll stay on for another 15 minutes,
What?
Paul Rose, just for you.
You kidding? Oh, okay.
He said, "Yay! I sat on something other than the floor. You're probably just about to finish, right?"
Yes,
LOL.
we are. Let's get to finish in the toilet or something. We need to entertain you for any particular reason. We could do that, but we actually do have to go because the last time they recognized the seller, they suspended him 2 months later. Who was that, Lag? Who are you talking about right there? Oh, this I know exactly who you're talking about, and that's probably why, tech and that's why they look for somebody super safe. That's the word I'm going to look for. And Tekken, I think he's presented himself as safe, but he is a hustler, hardcore. I don't think you necessarily could a corporate type would have a hard time counting on him or feeling super safe, but they did, and I think that's great.
Axe Monkey was saying he is a success story for sure, but doesn't he?
The eBay
doesn't
closed.
he sell
I
on
know.
eBay anymore?
eBay closed. Well done.
I think he's just not as full time anymore. But
Who?
I think Tekken Sports, right?
Well, he said he's quit. It's like he's like, I'm retired now. I just travel around. He's going to be on his 55-year vacation or something. I promise you, that dude ain't not working. Is that a double negative? He's working.
Wait, did you just laugh at Paul's comment?
Yes.
That's so great. It should be that eBay closed now.
Yes. Yeah. I don't. Yeah. He's not. He's still doing stuff. And you don't work like that, like somebody like Tekken Sports, and then stop working ever in your life. He is not a sit around not work
I know.
dude.
He's like one of those people that has to always be go 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 go.
He just still sells clothes, just not the big
warehouse.
insanity.
Okay, like all the employees.
And why would you? Probably half of the, see, once you get big like that, and I had a little taste of it when we had our store. I was, locally, people brought me stuff, and if I didn't buy it, they would just give it to me. Because sometimes you wouldn't want to buy something. It was junk. And then, granted, I'd have to go donate some stuff. Very rarely. Usually, I would just sell everything people brought to me. So, in his case, he probably doesn't have to search. He goes to all the places he used to go, but he does it in a time way that's not, he's not limited by needing to do it. So, he can relax.
And Miss Lachey is saying he's doing hats only, about 5,000 to 6,000 listings.
Watch me pack a hat.
And Denzacor reminded us he sells courses also.
This is how he makes his money.
Like,
and that's retirement.
My advice on how to chill.
How to be an underwear inspector. Oh yes, he is an uptight guy, I would say. Yeah, that's why I don't think he'll ever retire. And his courses are a motivational tool that people find useful. And
Axe Monkey is saying he moved to landscape, business, and real estate better than eBay. Are you still talking about tech? I'm not. Hi, honey. You look really squished.
He is doing. He actually is. Well, he's in Florida, so landscape is a big deal down there. But are you kidding? Because I don't. Why would he do work, like hard work, like landscaping?
Can I get him?
I mean, owning buildings is one thing. He has multiple business. eBay is just one. I mean, landscaping is like one of those business. I mean, talk about a hard to manage business like that. You've got tons of questionably qualified individuals that work for you. It's like trying to hoard cats. No. Do you hoard cats? And you've got properties and stuff. Yeah, that's just normal, real, regular business stuff that real businessmen do. He doesn't come across as, through style or.
That's what's so awesome.
Well, it's an awesome thing because he's good at it and he shows you results. Now, we're just as good as business as he is, but all our shit's crazy. And we've got cars that we wasted tons of money and we have no idea what we're doing. But I think we had more fun. That's just what I'm going to say.
Man, that was down by the river in the
I live down by the river. But, he's adding up all these numbers, but I just have to ask, does the man have a good time?
I think so. That's where he gets his fuel.
I am the person who decides how much a specific person needs of good time, and I'm saying he does not have enough good time.
So Major Win is saying
he may not even be comfortable.
They've been watching and enjoying Back
Does he take
from
his birthday
Burnout
off?
And Isaiah TMN.
Back from Burnout is the Australian lady with the books. And is Isaiah with the shoes that Josh recommended a week or so ago with the shoes? We did watch him. He is an old... I don't know if that was him, though, because it might not be him. I think it was, though. And he was an old disciple of... Chris Lynn, what's it called? Daily Refinement.
Got it 08.
Yeah.
Aloha.
Yeah, Mel. Got it 08. Oh,
nice to see you.
Aloha. He had a landscaping business for a while. He's still doing wholesale on clothing and his clothes. I would have liked the first item to be cut from my stable of businesses is the landscaping. Not that you can't make money. I'm just saying supplies, trucks, materials, people, how many people you go through in that business? No. Bye. Bye-bye. An old apprentice, now collaborator with Tech and Sports. So that is him, right? That is him. Isaiah is the shoe guy that Josh talked about, who was struggling with having... who has sold shoes forever, but has hit like some sort of a wall, and he's like awesome at it. And he's a disciple of Tech and Sports, so he knows how to do it, and he knows what to do, but there's still a wall that he's hitting. I think that's interesting.
Isaiah is kind of an old apprentice now.
I just read that.
Oh.
I just read that.
I
just read that.
What?
I just read that.
Okay.
I just read that.
Zip it. Zip. Zip it. We like you hanging out with us too, Paul.
All right, zip it. You can't even zip it. Zip. Look, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, exhibit A. Look, I'm Zippy Longstockings. When a problem comes along, you
got our
zip
own warehouse.
Zip it good. Would you?
I don't. Oh yeah. So we were wondering as I was doing a listing today, and I'll leave it on this. This is our end. Right. So today I was writing out a brand new item, and I was typing it out, and it was a vintage item.
Oh, Major,
thank you so much. A vintage item, and I'm writing it out, brand new in the box, and I'm writing it out, and at the end of my titles, I tend to put a word, like new, or original, or I might, put NOS if I'm feeling frisky. I'm gonna put NOS. So today I'm like, wow, this item is brand new. It's in the box and everything. So I put NIP right at the end, new in package, right? And then I look at it and I'm like, that's not probably the right acronym. Macrimony. That's not, NIP is not the proper acrimony, right? Acronym. What is it though? It's new in box, NIB. But NIP kind of has its own appeal.
That would be an acronym because it is a word. Axe Monkey just looked at Tech Store. He's out of stock on everything except hats. Yes, Miss Lachey was saying he is just a hat person now on.
Just a hattie.
And Major Win. Let Spam read them comments, Primo. It's funny because I don't listen to what he's saying, so I thought he really did read the comments already.
I just want to go. I was trying to slow down the train, but this train, once it gets rolling, you can't slow it down. Buyers definitely don't read. I have two get one free, and people order two. Yeah, I've never figured out how to use. Never learned how to use the multi sales tool for like records. Like if you buy two, you get it free. I'm sorry. You buy two, get one free. I can't make that work, and I can't do the shipping. So if the first one you buy is $5 and then add $1 for each additional item, that never, ever, ever works. Can't figure it out. Never have. Never going to. I'm going to go to my grave. Never understanding how that's supposed to work. Okay. But I won't put NOP, MOC, Vintage, VTG, or any of that crap in titles. We absolutely put VTG in almost everything, but that's mostly the only one. Occasionally at the very end we'll put new.
An actual word, not a.
But this is not best practice. You're right, Dendicor. It is actually frowned upon.
Well, and they do say that a lot of people, if they're not regular eBay users, have no idea what those abbreviations
And you know what I say to
mean.
that? I say,
looks like cleanup on aisle 4.
Paul Rose had someone cancel because they didn't realize it was VHS. It says it in the title.
and it's also the shape.
They're probably really young and they're like, "What's a VHS?"
But that's not my fault.
They only think that it's like what Blu-rays now or DVDs.
It doesn't matter.
What about EUC? What is EUC?
Euro Community. What about EUC? I'm assuming you're meaning what about all these new things we have to put in each item, like how to use it and who made it and like all that crap. Is that what I'm...
What EUC? What is that? I can't think. Mike was saying it never worked for me until I used discounted coupons.
Excellent used edition. Oh,
see,
no.
we're eBayers and we don't even know what EUC.
I've never used that
Thank you.
ever, because I don't know what that means.
Oh, hey, John. Sorry, Mr.
John,
Show.
are you guys done with your show?
Yes,
Did you
we
finish?
heard you were recording.
Everything's doing well. We're just about ready to get off here. I mean, we're ready to leave the show. Is a better way to phrase that.
We extended it a little bit because Paul Rose just got cozy and comfy, so we were like, okay, fine, we'll extend
Give
it.
me a few more minutes. But no, we didn't solve anything, and we really nothing's changed. I think the only thing that we truly know is that the only thing that we truly know is
flipping ain't easy.
And with that, I wish you all like and subscribe.
Watch. Welcome. I'm so happy you're a new member. You are totally
in the right place.
In the right place.
And thanks to the new people who joined us today in the chat that we haven't seen before. I'm looking for you right now, but I don't.
And Major Win, Doug and Rose, thank you for the super
I see one.
chat.
Head to Toe Theatrical. Aloha, thanks for joining us for the first time.
Everyone.
Well, actually, didn't you join us? Did you join us before? I might have seen you on FA.
Everyone, we are very thankful for you.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us. And until next time, which is, I guess, Monday, and for the members, it'll be sometime before Monday. I'm looking, I'm vamping, I'm trying to find the Muppet Show theme.
Stay perky.
Bean, 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 bean.
Poo-poo platter.
I'm Mr. Meeseeks. Look at me.
Aloha, everybody. Have a great week. Happy sales. Talk to you soon.
Get back to work, you slacker.